they air. Only on abc.com/daytime.
Okay, Pat, now I got that, but nobody could have just disappeared. There has to be more to it than that.
All she told me was that she was going to the beach house.
Which is exactly what she said to me. So I called her because I needed some stuff that I had left out there in September.
Yeah?
So I asked her to drop by for a list at my apartment. And then she never showed up. Bob, that's just not like her.
Could she have been distracted, maybe a little forgetful about things?
Well, she was upset.
About what?
We had just decided not to spend as much time together.
Was that a mutual decision?
I guess it was more my decision than
Oh,
hers.
come on, Pat. It was completely your decision.
Well, it wasn't exactly a surprise.
Well, anyway, the other thing is, she left her car in the garage, and then she called the mechanic and asked, seemed to be like in a hurry to get it.
Right.
And then she never showed up for it. It was in the hospital parking lot. That's where he left it for her. It's still there.
Okay. So we know she didn't go to the beach house. At least not by car, anyway.
Right, but her bed in the quarters wasn't slept in, and she didn't sleep at home either.
And she wasn't with you?
No.
Is she seeing anybody else by any chance?
No.
But Bob, she told her family and everybody at the hospital that she was going out to the beach house for a little time by herself.
Right.
Only she didn't go. And nobody's seen her in the neighborhood, and to me that says just one thing.
Well, yes, that her note-writing, telephoning, house-breaking friend caught up with her.
Exactly.
Pat, there's a couple of possibilities we ought to explore first.
Such as what?
That she did this on purpose, as a play for attention, sympathy, especially Pat's.
Forget it.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Faith doesn't play games. If she wants attention, she asks for it.
Okay, then the question that has to be asked, was she upset enough maybe to have harmed herself in any way?
Oh, Bob, I don't believe this. Are you suggesting that Faith is suicidal?
Now, I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just trying to ask some questions, that's all.
Well, the answer is no. She's not.
Okay, I'll call the precinct. We'll get on it right away. Good.
Thanks, Bob.
I want a picture.
I've got one with me.
Right. I want personal statements from everybody. I want to know where she was at. I want to know who she was with. I want to know what she was wearing. I want to know anything about her you can come up with. I want to know everything there is to know about anybody who had any contact with this unknown admirer, okay? Jill, where's your dad?
In his office.
Okay, I'll start with him first. Pat, go down to the office with me. Help me with the telephone numbers and the notes.
Oh,
okay?
sure.
All right. I'll see you later.
Sure, Dad.
Okay. Johnny?
Good luck.
Jill, I'm so sorry. You must be half out of your mind with worry. But know that we all are. I mean, Faith is very dear to us.
Oh, Maeve, I know that.
Now, listen. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about it. Maybe Faith just needed to get away from it all, you know, and then she didn't want to tell anyone where she was going because she was afraid we'd come after her and find her and try and cheer her up. Doesn't that make sense? It could be. It's possible, you know.
Oh, Johnny, anything is possible.
It's not likely.
Well, I just don't know why she just didn't call us and say, hey, listen, I feel like being alone.
Look, has anybody talked to Bucky?
Pat said he was going to call.
Who could have written those letters, made those calls?
And what did they want from her?
children.
It's about Zach.
There was an explosion.
No, I don't want to hear it.
A broken heart turned deadly.
Gotta get her out of here to an OR. We don't stand a chance.
And as she recovers, she uncovers a murder.
Zach's crash might not have been an accident.
What?
Now she won't rest until she finds her husband's killer.
Stop trying to control her life. Stay away from her.
No matter where the clues lead.
Something is very wrong, Griffin.
I'm gonna need her to keep thinking of me as her friendly neighborhood minister.
All My Children.
How do you reheat leftovers? They end up looking dried out, greasy, fried out, or microwave rubber. Reheated leftovers taste like cardboard. Introducing Lovin' Leftovers, the biggest breakthrough in microwave cookware in 20 years. Now you can reheat almost all your leftovers in just 2 minutes. So moist, so full of flavor, leftovers taste just as delicious the second night. Here's the magic. Just like a pressure cooker, it rehydrates leftovers better than any other method. Don't add fat or oil to leftovers. Lovin' Leftovers uses the power of steam to reheat leftovers for healthier, low-calorie cooking. Lovin' Leftovers reheats leftover Chinese food in just 2 minutes in the microwave for a restaurant-perfect dinner. Take Lovin' Leftovers to college and reheat mac and cheese. That bread is rock hard. With Lovin' Leftovers, you can even refresh day-old bread and rolls. Boiling vegetables boils away nutrients. They're soggy and tasteless. But Lovin' Leftovers steam cooks broccoli and carrots. You can even steam cook mouth-watering corn on the cob.
My family's always complaining about leftovers being dried out. With Lovin' Leftovers, even rice tastes moist and delicious the second night.
No more messy microwaves. I just pop Lovin' Leftovers right into the microwave, and I have a perfectly reheated dinner in just 2 minutes.
Cleanup is a dream. No more cleaning pots and pans. I just pop Lovin' Leftovers in the dishwasher, and I'm done.
Call now and get your own Lovin' Leftovers for just $14.95. Call now and we'll send you a second Lovin' Leftovers free. Just pay separate processing and handling. That's 2 Lovin' Leftovers, a $30 value for just $14.95. So call now.
Call 1-800-547-9677 to order Lovin' Leftovers for $14.95 plus processing and handling. Order now and receive a second Lovin' Leftovers free. Just pay separate processing and handling. Call 1-800-547-9677 or go online to lovinleftovers.com.
I had the nurse run a second EEG. The results were the same.
Not Nell. Dear God.
I knew it was hopeless.
She's always been the most alive human being.
She's gone now.
Irreversible?
There's no cortical brainwave pattern at all.
It's so unfair.
I did it, you know.
No.
I failed her in life. Now this.
You didn't, come on.
All those years, I was so obsessed with my career.
Oh, work is important in our society, and your work was especially important.
I took years away from her. Now, just when I was beginning to pay her back.
If you're having a hard time forgiving yourself, there's one thing I know for sure. Nell forgives you. Wherever she is, you're forgiven, Seneca.
Yeah, the trouble is, see, I can't forgive myself. If it wasn't for me, she wouldn't be up there now. She'd be out of it, instead of lying on that bed, being kept alive by a respirator, like some kind of a...
Well, that certainly wasn't what you intended.
Now, look, I know you're trying to help, but you're saying it wasn't what I intended doesn't change anything. See, the fact is, I did surgery knowing in my heart that it was impossible because I couldn't bear the pain of watching her die. Do you understand that?
Seneca, you have nothing to blame yourself for. You tried to keep her alive because you loved her.
Yeah. I think I even did that for myself instead of for her. That fits in. That goes along with our whole marriage. Me always looking out for number one. You know, there was a period of about 3 years. Nell had run out of funds. Desperately wanted to come back east. I knew it. I ignored it.
Look, if it makes you feel better to do this, then I certainly don't mind listening to you. But I'm not buying the idea that you've been guilty of ruining Nell's life, or that her condition now is your fault.
Her needs were never half as important as mine. At least up until the last few months.
She was happier than I've ever seen her this past Christmas.
Yeah? I guess I gave her about a week for every year I stole.
Seneca, this is an awful business. It's horrible. But you don't have to make it worse.
I'm not making it worse. I'm not making it better. I'm trying to make it exactly as it is.
You know, you're so upset about Nell, and rightly so, of course, that I'm wondering if it wouldn't be a good idea to get another opinion, a medical consultation.
Yes. Now, if you had to get in touch with the best neurosurgeon in this country to examine Nell, who would you call?
Actually, I'd call you.
Who else?
Walter Hagen at Dallas General.
Walter Hagen. Yeah. Well, he's certainly the best.
We were interns together, and we're still good friends. I'm sure I can get him to fly up, unless he's hopelessly jammed.
Look, I want him to look at Nell as soon as possible. Will you call him?
Yes, right away.
I don't know, maybe I overlooked something. I mean, there's always a chance, isn't there?
Well, sure there is. Of course there is.
I'm glad I found you. Bob wants to talk to you.
Bob Reed?
Yeah.
What about?
Faith's disappeared.
Oh, no, she's at the beach house.
No, she never got there. She left the hospital, but she didn't pick up her car. And bed's not slept in, nobody's seen her.
Man, do you think that...
Yeah, exactly.
Bob thinks a mysterious caller had something to do with it?
Well, that's the first thing you gotta think, right?
No.
I don't know who it is. I mean, I keep thinking it's somebody at the hospital.
But it's hard to believe that anybody want to hurt Faith. I mean, people that write letters and make phone calls and send anonymous gifts don't hurt people. They're afraid. That's why they have to be secretive about it all. I mean, is Bob really worried about this?
Yeah, so am I. So are you.
Who's secretive and shy and weird enough to do something? Kenneth.
Look, it's crossed all our minds at one time or another that he might have been the one who sent her the notes or gave her the rose, but as strange as he is about his architecture...
And his poor, sick mother.
Yeah, he's just very buttoned up when it comes to what's going on around here. He wouldn't ever get involved in anything like that just because it wouldn't seem professional.
Let's give him a call anyway, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Look, you may be right. Nell said that he was one of the best lab technicians she ever had. She liked him. Seneca likes him. As a matter of fact, I even like him. Oh, hi, Kenneth. Bucky Carter. Fine. Say, Pat Ryan and I wanted to stop down and talk to you for a minute. Okay, great. We're up in the staff lounge. Right. Said he was on his way up anyway.
I'm not sure that Kenneth can tell us any more than we know. He really tried to be helpful earlier. It was him who suggested that we bring the police in on it.
Well, it's not a question of what he can tell us, really. I just want to see how he's reacting to the fact that Faith is missing. How do we get into it with him?
Apparently, he was the last one to see her on the floor. We could hang on that.
You know Bob's in on it?
No, but Joe was gonna call him about it. Hey.
Oh, hello, Dr. Carter, Dr. Ryan.
Hi, Kenneth.
Hey, sorry to bother you, Kenneth. Sit down for a minute, okay?
Surely.
We thought you might be of some help.
If I can.
About Faith.
Has anyone heard anything?
No, Pat just told me what happened. I've sort of been out of it since yesterday because of my aunt.
Yes.
Pat says you're the last person to see Faith before she left.
Oh, yes, I seem to be. It's all very peculiar, isn't it?
Well, did she seem upset to you when you talked to her?
Oh, yes, she did. Oh, more sad than upset. Full of her own thoughts.
Did she mention where she was going?
Oh, the beach house.
And besides that?
No. I still think the police should be called.
Oh, we took care of it. Bob Reed's on it.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. There's no sense in amateurs playing detective. A person disappearing is a very serious matter.
Yeah, that's for sure. So how well do you feel you know Faith?
Nowhere near as well as I'd like. Well, after all, as a lab technician, I really see most of the doctors only in passing. Although I must admit, our relationship is a little different.
How's that?
Well, Dr. Coleridge is never condescending or short with me. She's warm and relaxed and, well, nice. I admire her very much. I really do, and I'm awfully worried about her.
Yeah, well, we all are, Kenneth.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
No, I guess that's it. Thanks.
I have to take some samples down to the general lab, so I better be on my way.
Sure.
I don't mean to inconvenience you or anything, but if you could possibly let me know when Dr. Coleridge turns up, I'd really appreciate it.
Right.
I really would.
Boy, thanks again, Kenneth.
Thank you.
What do you think?
Well, he doesn't know any more about it than we do.
Some romance to your life with some of your favorite stars from One Life to Live.
Everything I ever loved. To find out how you can download the One Life to Live Valentine's Day soundtrack, The Sound of a Kiss, go to abc.com or soapnet.com.
You can help significantly extend your dog's healthy years. A groundbreaking 14-year study by Purina proves that puppy chow, then dog chow nutrition, fed properly over a lifetime, can help extend his lovable antics up to 1.8 healthy years. Long live your buddy.
Oh, Max.
Long live your dog. Purina Dog Chow. Double dog dare you to try better tasting than ever Purina Dog Chow. We know your dog will love it.
When Mike Rowe heads home, his family knows what to expect.
Hon, Mike's coming. Let's get cracking.
But what Mike Rowe doesn't know is that his parents have armed themselves with unquilted Viva towels.
Place looks great.
Mike doesn't know that every concentrated Viva roll is made of strong fiber-packed sheets, making it one tough towel. But his mom sure does. Wow, for me? You shouldn't have.
I insist.
Hey, if Viva can handle Mike Rowe's mess, just think what it can do in your home. Grab a roll for yourself and grasp the unquilted difference.
After years of trying to fight their fate,
I'm not gonna let you go.
Brenda and Sonny vow to love each other for life.
Are we about to have a doll?
But next week on General Hospital,
I don't want anything to ruin our wedding.
they can't seem to escape
Nothing's gonna get in the way of our future together.
the enemies of their past.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Oh, my God.
I can't lose her! It's too hot!
I trust you enjoyed the fireworks.
General Hospital.
The thing that worries me the most is the way Faith takes everybody at face value. I mean, she never stops to think about ulterior motives.
Well, honey, you think this fella that's been after her just walked up to her and said, "Come away with me," and Faith just went away with him? Come on.
John, don't be foolish. Jill is right to be worried. And she's right about something else, that Faith is a bit of an innocent.
Well, she is that. Look, I'm sorry I didn't mean to make light of your sister's disappearance.
Johnny, I know that.
Well, you know, we've all been terribly worried since we heard. I mean, after what you read in the papers these days, I mean...
I keep trying not to think about that. I just keep telling myself that somehow she's gonna show up and we're gonna find her.
Hello, darling.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hello, Jill.
Hello, Frank.
I was sorry to hear about Faith. Is there any news?
No, not yet. We were talking to Bob, and the police are gonna get on it now.
It's a frightening business, but you can count on Bob to do everything he can.
I know.
Be careful if you're going out. The sidewalk's getting slippery.
I will.
Nice seeing you.
It's nice seeing you, too.
Take care.
Look, honey, I don't know if you've ever seen Bob Reed in action, but let me tell you, when he gets up a head of steam, he's a hell of a cop. If anybody's gonna find Faith, it'll be him, you'll see.
Of course. Thanks, Johnny.
And you know, there could be just a perfectly reasonable explanation, and she's been safe all this whole time.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. Look, I really better be going.
Whatever you
Goodbye,
say, dear. Take care.
Bye, Johnny.
You handled that very nicely.
I'm a politician, Mom. My business is saying the right thing at the right time with the right expression on my face.
Now, just stop that. You made it a lot easier on Jill.
Well, that's something.
You're bound to run into one another every now and then. Maybe it'll get easier.
Except that it's also dishonest. That wasn't what I wanted to do in there.
Well, we can't always do what we want.
Sometimes it seems as if I can never do what I want.
Things aren't improved between you and Delia, huh?
No, and it's hard to imagine they ever will be. I'm having a tough time trying.
Well, there won't be any improvement if you can't try. No marriage amounts to much if the people involved won't work at it.
Dee's trying. She keeps asking me to give her more of a chance. But somehow, just when I feel like I should be getting sympathetic, I find I'm getting mad. And when I should be thinking of Dee, I'm thinking of...
It sounds to me if there's a lot of improvement due here from your side.
I'm not making a very good job of things, I know that. But at the same time, it's not as if none of it ever happened.
No.
Dee thinks all we have to do is pretend everything's the way it was when we were first married, and all our problems will vanish. Poof.
Well, at least she's willing to forget what's past.
Yes.
It is past, Frank, isn't it?
Yes.
You know, when you and Delia stood up in front of Father McShane and took your marriage vows, both of you looking so innocent. You pledged yourselves for the rest of your lives.
I know. I just wish I didn't think life was such a long sentence.
It's nothing to joke about, Frank.
Sorry. It just seems like such a long time.
It might be the greatest blessing you have, time. You can take it and use it and straighten things out between you and your wife and be happy with her.
I wish I felt a little more conviction that that could actually happen.
Next, take a trip to the Upper West Side on Ryan's Hope. Later, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Only on SoapNet. Who's coming and who's going? SoapNet has a status update on your favorite stars. On General Hospital, just before he hosts the Academy Awards, critically acclaimed actor James Franco returns to wreak havoc in Port Charles.
I'm a whack job, ask anyone.
Carrie Payton is now on staff at General Hospital as Dr. Terrell Jackson.
So it seems.
House hunter Suzanne Wang is Carol Chang, wedding planner.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
And on One Life to Live, General Hospital's Ted King is moving to Landview.
Quick.
Keep up with the latest status updates on SoapNet.
Gas, bloating, indigestion, constipation that comes and goes. If you're not having normal bowel movements every day, you can suffer from a buildup of toxins that cause upset stomach, constipation, excess gas, or intestinal discomfort. Plus, you could be holding up to 4.5 pounds of fecal waste if you're going to the bathroom only once a day. Even more unwanted weight if you're going less often. But now there's Colon Flow. Non-prescription Colon Flow is scientifically formulated with key ingredients to help restore normal bowel function. And you're eligible to try it free for 30 days. We're looking for participants to receive a free 30-day trial, so call immediately. All-natural Colon Flow works gently with your body to eliminate toxic waste and maintain your regularity. Colon Flow is being released to the general public, and your area has been selected to try it right now for free. Call immediately to find out how to receive your free 30-day trial. Phone lines are open now.
Call 1-800-452-6808. Call now.
People are talking about General Hospital's Jason Morgan. Nicole Lachelle Alvarez posted on Facebook, "I love Jason." Candace Prophet says, "How I love you. Let me count the ways." Linda Lair Cox says, "Hot, hot, hot. Who doesn't love bad boys?" And Melissa Russell Gray adds, "My absolute favorite character ever. What a sexy man." People are talking about General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
To the future.
In the coming weeks on Being Erica,
Everybody keeps breaking the rules, and I'm the one that's paying the price.
Erica pushes the boundaries of therapy.
I want to add a regret to my list.
I can't. And everyone around her.
We don't go back to rewrite our lives.
Will face the consequences.
You are about to unleash just one night, a series of events
You have to face reality. I am not abandoning you.
that will destroy you.
Is it true?
I made a mistake, and I took care of it.
This isn't about you. This is my life.
Being Erica, all new next Wednesday at 11, only on SoapNet. Next week, it's the General Hospital event you don't want to miss.
I just can't wait.
Log on to abc.com to watch and chat live with Laura, Vanessa, Steve, Maurice, and Kimberly. Each day of the week, a different star will answer your questions and give you the inside scoop.
I knew they would keep it a dirty secret.
Watch and chat live with the cast of General Hospital all week long, only on abc.com. It all starts Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern with Laura Wright.
Damn, why weren't we more careful? There should have been somebody with her every minute.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of her in the hands of some maniac.
I guess I owe you an apology.
Why?
You care more about Faith than I gave you credit for.
Sure I care about her.
Look, I know I blew up the other day because I thought you should care about her in a different way, but I was wrong, and I'm sorry.
Forget it. It's all in the past.
Look, why don't we work together? Maybe together we can figure out what's happened around here.
You know, whoever's involved has sure been around the hospital a lot. Yeah, why don't we dig around together?
Yeah, I like that. What can we do, though?
Beats me. I don't know where to start.
Well, there's much to go on. I mean, Faith could be 1,000 miles away, or she could be right here under our feet.
In Port Charles, revenge is a priority, relationships are disposable, and good medical care is a necessity. Keep up with this fast-paced city with an all-new episode of General Hospital, weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.